Coming to you loud and clear.
It's Famus Athletics, and if you're looking to sleep in comfort or be outdoors in comfort, I need you to get them cozy soles. Very, 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 very interesting morning. She got Famus Athletics. Make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss a video like this. Throw that straight left down the pipe. Make sure you hit that like button and share this with anybody you talk boxing with or any type of sports. Famus Athletics, the dopest channel on the planet. Now that we got that out the way, we got a fight coming up this weekend. You know, Billy Joe Saunders versus David Lemieux. It's been a lot of shit talking. It's been a lot of back and forth. I just want to say this fight is a good fight actually. It's a 50-50 fight in my opinion. You know, this fight could go either way. You know, David Lemieux. We all know David Lemieux's pedigree. You know how David Lemieux fight. David Lemieux is coming for the gusto. Ain't no sitting back with him. Ain't no resting. It's either I'm gonna whoop your ass or you gonna have to take me out of here. You know, and David Lemieux is a guy that he'll walk through the flames. He'll walk through the thunder. You know, David Lemieux knows one way of fighting, no matter how many skills he has or what he has that he doesn't show. We know he doesn't show defense. We know Lemieux is going there and beat the living shit out you. You know that's how David Lemieux coming. And you know David Lemieux, you know, from Montreal, Canada, 38-3-1. I mean 38-3-0. Pardon me. December 16th takes on Billy Joe Saunders. You know, let's just take a little look at his resume. He won a unanimous decision. You know, his last fight in May 6, 2017 against Marcos Reyes. Before then, we know the infamous knockout that he got over Curtis Stevens. You know, he stopped Curtis Stevens real bad. You know, the fight before that, before Christian Fabian Rios, this was October 22nd, 2016, and this was in Canada. So, excuse me, my nose is stuffy. And before that, he fought Glenn Tapia. And, you know, he won a TKO stoppage over him. So, we know Lemieux's pedigree. The fight before that, of course, was Triple G. He got stopped by Triple G. You know, Triple G was too big, more calculated, more precise fighter. So he got 3 losses. So it's not to say that this guy is not indestructible. Even though he fights that way, you know, he fights like he's indestructible because he wants to get you out of there. He's not indestructible. He has 3 losses, and we know we seen weaknesses in his game before. You know, he doesn't show the best defense. He's vulnerable to getting hit. He can be outboxed, you know. But Billy Joe Saunders, on the other hand, undefeated fighter, 25-0, just getting back into the realm of things. 12 KOs. So that's about under 50% ratio of KOs. And we know his fight with Willie Monroe Jr. Earlier this year, September, we wasn't very appreciative of that fight. You know, to me, it was a super boring fight. I think Billy Joe Saunders could have pushed the action a little more, but let's not forget that Billy Joe Saunders is coming off. Excuse me, I told you my nose is stuffed. Coming off a long layoff. You know, he was about 9 months off before that fight, so he got the rust off, I guess. And he just outboxed Willie Monroe Jr., made him look very average. You know, very average. And Billy Joe Saunders, let's take a look at his most impressive name on his resume. I think the most impressive name on his resume is probably Chris Eubank Jr., Andy Lee, I should say. Andy Lee, Chris Eubank Jr. But he does hold the WBO middleweight title. There's been a lot of trash talk going back and forth between these two guys. You know, Billy Joe Saunders is one the guy to promote the fight, so he's always in interest. You know, Billy Joe Saunders is always in interest. He's always exciting the crowd, saying things to make guys be like, oh snap. You know, Billy Joe Saunders is southpaw as well, and he can actually outbox this guy, David Lemieux, you know? So that's why it makes it interesting. David Lemieux has come forward. Billy Joe Saunders is the opposite. He outbox you, take you to the late rounds, frustrate you, you know, use his reach. He could tie up real good, you know. Undefeated fighter, hasn't lost, so we don't know how to beat Billy Joe Saunders, no matter how much we don't like his style, or some people might not like his style. I like Billy Joe's style. He has a very educated style. Whether it's boring, he's there to win. You know, he's not there to fight your fight. He's there to win. He stick to the game plan, and that's good with Billy Joe Saunders. You know, he's Dominic Ingle now. He's with Dominic Ingle now, and he has to go over, you know, to another man's backyard and prove that he can beat him, you know, in his hometown. So maybe he is aiming for the stoppage. Maybe he is in the late rounds getting Lemieux tired. Maybe they are working on some body work. We don't know, but we know when you go back to somebody's backyard, you will want to stop him or look super impressive if you can't stop him, you know. David Lemieux already lost 3 times. He has nothing to lose. So Billy Joe Saunders has to put it all on the line. And then if he gets past David Lemieux, he said he wants Triple G or Canelo. We'll see if any one of these guys want to take the fight. We'll see if Canelo will want to fight Billy Joe Saunders. I know he might think it's an easy task, but Billy Joe Saunders is a good boxer, you know, underrated boxer. He definitely knows how to promote a fight, and he can possibly outbox David Lemieux. But it's interesting because if Lemieux hurts Billy Joe Saunders, we're going to see, man. We're going to see if Saunders can hold on, because Lemieux don't let guys off the hook, you know. He's a straight freight train. Even when the train got to stop, he's still going through the station. You feel me? Lemieux is a full train going head on. So we'll see what Billy Joe Saunders and David Lemieux this Saturday, the 16th. The weigh-in is actually later, but I was gonna wait till they weigh in and do a video, but I said, you know what? Let me just get this out now. So my take is this is a 50-50 fight. Any one of these guys can win. Of course, your age factor, Billy Joe Saunders is 28 and Lemieux is 28. Okay, so they have the same age. So I'm looking, and Lemieux has been way more active than Billy Joe Saunders, so that's another thing that I can play before I get up out of here. Lemieux is the more active fighter, you know, higher KO ratio, you know, 80% KO ratio, you know. He stands about an inch and a half shorter than Billy Joe Saunders. You know, he's an orthodox fighter, you know. And that's pretty much it, man. So y'all let me know who y'all think got this fight. It's a 50-50 fight. The Bull versus the Matador. Lemieux looking to capture the WBO middleweight title, you know, and Billy Joe Saunders looking on to bigger and better things and try to dismantle Lemieux, possibly stop him, and move on to fight Canelo or Triple G. She got Famous Athletics. Everything's a sport. So just like that, my sports. Everything is sports, so where's my sportsmanship award? And just like that, Famous is gone.